Florida Congressman West joins me right now. Good morning to you, Congressman.
Good morning, Gretchen. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. I know this briefing is going to happen. Were you, in fact, briefed yesterday?
Well, there were members of the freshman class. It was a previously scheduled meeting that we had. I did not attend that meeting because, as you know, we've been away from D.C. for 2 weeks, and I had a lot of things to catch up on yesterday, to include getting studied up on this issue with the death of Osama bin Laden.
Some of the questions you may ask at that briefing. You are a retired Army lieutenant colonel, so you would have a better understanding than most members of Congress as to what actually went down with these Navy SEALs. I know that you believe that this will add so much uplifting morale to our soldiers.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The fact that we were able to execute a cross-border, deep behind enemy lines, flawless direct action, this is just a testimony to the professionalism, the level of training and expertise of our military and especially our special operations forces.
Many theories now being played out even just 24 hours later. The most interesting one I've heard this morning is that possibly members of the Pakistani government or military knew where Osama bin Laden was. They kept him there because they wanted to continue to get the $1.5 billion a year from the United States of America.
Yeah.
Would that be the kind of question you'd be asking Leon Panetta today?
Well, it's not that I would ask Leon Panetta. I'd like to ask the president of Pakistan that question, because you have to think about this would be very much the same if Osama bin Laden had a compound that was located not too far away from here at Fort Belvoir in that area. So when you have this large compound that you had, a complex that you had that was built within the eyesight and under the noses of a Pakistan military institution and also a military headquarters, it really leads you to question whether or not they were complicit in his being hid.
Obviously, it's a dicey relationship with Pakistan. They do have a of the whole Middle East region. But what do you think about continuing the funding? Is it too early to say what the United States should do?
No, it's not too early to say. I think we need to send a very clear message to Pakistan, because not only with this being questioned, we just had last week where the president of Pakistan contacted Hamid Karzai and asked him not to go into a long-term security arrangement with the United States, but rather join Pakistan and China. So there's some questions that the president of Pakistan needs to answer to us. And right now, I'm not willing to open up the American taxpayer dollars to Pakistan any further.
Congressman West, I know you'll have a lot of questions of the CIA chief today. Hopefully we'll have you back, and we'll find out what some of those answers were. Thanks so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me, Gretchen.
Well, while you were all asleep, explosions